super cool, but it's also super
Well, while we wait for our cabin of death, we just did our Void experience.
Yes. Avengers damage control.
Avengers damage control, right. We've done Star Wars.
Yep.
We've done the Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
Where does this one rank for you? Oh, you haven't done either, have you?
Never.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars is still my favorite, but I think I'm also biased towards Star Wars.
Right.
I will say, as this one was really fun, it was really cool. So the premise, and this is in their little teaser trailer, which is not spoilery, is that you're in like a combined Iron Man and Black Panther suit.
Sure.
So you can block and shield to charge energy and do super blast or just like shoot. But I found that the shooting could be a little finicky, whereas at least
Yeah, you don't really have a blaster.
yeah, whereas the blasters are a little more consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they made a really clever use of the space, particularly with anything involving Doctor Strange. Was great.
There's a moment well, maybe you could demo for us what you have to walk down some stairs to get into Doctor Strange's, the sanctum.
Yeah. At each portion of the staircase, there's like a big glowing thing to enter the next area.
Well, but it's supposed to be you're going
you're
down. But really, what you're doing?
Wasn't.
Yeah, you're going down. I have to. You're just basically walking around in a circle.
Yeah.
But you're going downstairs. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. But again, it's very clever use of.
Yeah.
They've always had you double back on spaces without you realizing it.
Yeah, yeah.
This was a very clever way to make. Wait, what's happening?
Yeah. Ron, this is your first time.
It was.
Yeah.
And since I clearly won, I feel good about things.
I got the A. You got the B.
Yeah, I've almost ended the entire MCU with my score.
Yeah, what? Okay, well, we'll get to that in a second. Can we see the scores? Like, does that show up anywhere?
Don't send them to your email.
Okay.
The email that you gave that you said, yes, send me my score.
Right.
You'll
Okay.
get that. So I'll say, look, I did really well. I did really well.
Yeah.
My thoughts on it, though, in particular, that stuck out to me, having never been on it before, the feeling of heights, if you have any fear for heights, what I do, it adds to the anxiety tremendously.
Well, it's a simulated height, obviously,
right.
Because there is no fall, but there's a ledge.
Tell that to your brain.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
There's-
because they also use wind and air to tell you, and just the depth to be like, that's real.
The final battle with Ultron, they have you sitting on a precipice or standing on a precipice, and I didn't pass that precipice.
Neither did I.
I needed to get a little more to the left, but I'm like, no, I'll just stay right here and shoot around him.
Because there could be, molten lava down there.
It's the old tiptoe move.
Right?
Make sure there's ground.
And if you haven't done the Void before, you're in a VR suit like an Oculus, so everything is simulated.
Yeah,
you can't see reality.
You have a headset, you have a vest with like a computer on your back, essentially.
Right.
Yeah, you're walking around, you're like a commando, basically, walking around with a vest and a headset on. But how did you find it rather, was it easy to get used to it? Because I know it's kind of interesting at first when you first put that suit on.
I think it was because I intellectually knew that it is a simulation, so I didn't want to tiptoe into it. I trusted the process, so I dove right in. And it worked. The high five that we did at the beginning that was the click moment.
That's also the part where they tell everybody to see your hands.
Right.
So, hey, you see your hands and everybody else's to immediately convey, oh, okay,
right.
One-to-one movement, got it. Oh, can we do this?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good idea for the newbies out there. Do that. Do a high five. If you can match the other person's hand.
It'll help you get that to trust what's happening.
It clicks. There's definitely a click moment once it happens. Like, okay, now I get the world I'm now in. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
For me, that was the most enjoyable of the three, I thought. Star Wars, you like the Star Wars one best? That's the lowest one for me.
It's also just things about the tone of the overall experience story-wise.
Yeah.
That one engaged me story-wise the most.
Did this feel longer than the other ones?
It felt a little longer. I have no clue if it actually was, but also it did feel like each rooms gave you more time than previous ones.
You were in, because the battles, I felt like in Wreck-It Ralph, if I recall, or maybe even Star Wars too, they were quick. The little engagements were pretty quick. This was an extended engagement with the mini Ultrons or whatever you want to call it.
Maybe that's why I actually like the others a little more, because the pacing felt a little more.
Oh really?
Pacing felt. Whereas this, okay, I'm blasting him for a little bit.
Oh no, yeah. See, I'm a bullet sponge, first person shooter kind of guy. Like that's the world I live in.
I love the story. This
Yeah.
this again, only thing I've ever been through, but to go for the ride from road to road for the story and the finale, it was really fun.
It's super fun for me, even more so like just the shooting, but those moments where you're trying to, they've got you on this platform, right? And then the ship comes in, and you're like, I'm supposed to get in that ship, I think, but how?
Right.
You know, you're like,
a little boarding rambo.
and then Benjamin's like, do we jump? We're not supposed to jump, are we? And I would like to see them try that one day.
I guarantee you, just for legality's sake, reasons, they will not.
No, I know, but if they can figure that out, because that would be a fun moment to be able to do something like that, to be able to jump,
right?
Or to because
the problem with that is that has to be accessible for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like tiers. If they tiered it, that'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Oh, like an expert,
kind
novice
of, right.
kind of thing. Yeah.
People that can't actually
They
jump.
should have that. They should be able to let you. I mean, they should be able to program that. I think.
It's not impossible, but I think they need a larger facility to have multiple setups.
And the other thing,
because that affects the physical layout, not just the program.
Yeah, maybe.
And then of course liability. Even when you sign a waiver, they don't want torn ACLs.
Well, I just mean in terms of, I felt the Star Wars one, the reason why I didn't like that one as much as the last two, I felt like the Star Wars one was too easy. I felt like, I don't feel like I was never in any sort of peril. I never felt, I mean, like with a lot of things, you want there to be a certain degree of, and I think we talked about this at the Star Wars, after the Star Wars one, that I never felt danger. Like you should be able to fail these missions, I think. Well, Ron failed this mission.
I did exceptionally well.
Well, I mean, no matter what, you will finish the experience unless something technical happens.
Yeah, I think I'd like to be able to lose.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Without falling.
Right.
Well, then this doesn't satisfy that requirement either.
No, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't. I would like to be there. I would like there be some degree of you didn't do it and come back and get better.
Like a video game where you need to recharge your life because you expired.
Well, I guarantee, and this is just more a production reality thing. For a $30 experience, people people need to feel they were entertained. People do not want to walk away saying, "Wow, I paid $30 and I lost."
No, I get that, and that's why they never will. I'm just saying it would be neat if we could.
And what you're looking for is a full-on video game.
You want stakes.
I want stakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be stakes.
Well, and that's what the story has to try to provide.
Yeah.
And for me, the Star Wars one does provide that story-wise. Does provide stakes.
Yeah.
Seeing lava, seeing troopers, seeing. I don't realize it's been out for like a year, but I
can't even remember it.
I still won't spoil that ending. Someone shows up at the end and makes you say, "Oh shoot, they're here," and you're.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So to me, I felt stakes in the Star Wars one. I felt stakes here too, but that one just story-wise appealed to me a little more.
That moment should be about survival and not about winning, in my opinion.
Right. No, that's super cool.
Well, it is framed a little more like survival.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're undercover.
Yeah, I guess so.
There was cheering out loud moments that I had.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I enjoyed this one more, because I found myself going, like, pulling you guys in, like, getting everybody rallied around Ultron, and those some of that was like really, there were moments.
I literally went, yeah! At the one particular.
A lot of different heroes show up.
Man, they were all there. Yeah.
They were there.
Felt like it. Anyway.
And their entrance was all great. All good.
Well written in a lot of parts. I like the script for a lot of the characters that they brought in. The Ant-Man stuff was great. Thor kind of was just there for a minute.
Exactly. I didn't know when it went from feeling yourself out, trying to figure out what you were doing, to actually entering the show.
Yeah.
Like, we're fighting now.
Yeah. Okay, give me your Yelp rating.
I don't use Yelp. Is it a number thing? Is it a star system?
Yeah, like 4 stars out of 5, would ride again, kind of thing.
Oh, I'd still call it at least a 4.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Also, because I had the best grade.
Yes, Ian got an A.
You get a score at the end.
Ian got an A. I don't know what your accuracy and all that stuff was, but
I looked. I believe I had the highest accuracy, the most targeted, the most shield.
Oh my god!
Of course. Benjamin did pretty well.
Well, I would say it did track friendly fires, and I had a couple of those.
Well, I tried to shoot Ron in the face a couple times.
I felt some in the back.
Yeah, I did shoot Ron in the face on purpose. Actually, no, I take that back. I shot you in the back a couple
I
times.
felt some in the back, and I turned around and nobody was there. Nothing was there. I had no idea what was going on for the majority of it.
Yeah.
As far as shooting and
One of the cool moments, while you mentioned that, is when, because this happens in Wreck-It Ralph too, you get separated.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
They technically do it in Star Wars, the Star Wars one, but you can see you're in separate next to each other. In this one, in all reality, you are standing next to each other in separate rooms.
But you're over there.
What the VR says, you've now split off and gone somewhere else, and you're like, bye guys.
Ian and Benjamin were flying their own little shuttle,
and they were in theirs.
And we couldn't figure it out. We didn't know what to do.
I thought they were in the other room. I didn't know that the machine automatically did that.
No, yeah, it was just
It
VR.
was supposed to be 2 people go in each room, and you turn it on the wall with touchscreens.
Yeah.
Then one person flies, the other person defends.
Well, we flew, but we didn't defend.
No, I tried to shoot, but I was inside of the vehicle shooting.
It felt weird. Yeah, you can't shoot in a vehicle.
You could. The
may have affected my score.
The windows didn't. I think either there were no windows or you were supposed to assume the energy went through. But you could shoot through this fine. So I was like, one was like, shoot.
I tried while I was flying. I'm like, can I do this? And it felt weird. I thought I was going to break the plane or the shuttle or whatever. All right, Ron, give me a rating or a Yelp rating.
To be honest with you, I think it's a 5 because every single thing about it was thoroughly enjoyable. Somebody who's never been in it at all, it is super fun. You get off and you're reeling. You went through an experience. So I paid half of that just to go to a movie, and this was far better than that. Even though it was 20 minutes, it felt like a long time. I thought if I had multiple to go from, I might change it, but it's a.
What about what about ride again ability? Is that something you could do more than once?
Yeah.
Just to save face with my score? Yeah, I think
you do need to save face. Benjamin, what'd you think? 5 out of 5?
Yeah, I really liked it.
He got a B also, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he
you
did.
two both got B's. You got a D. I got an A.
Well,
And you'll never let you forget that one?
I think I
liked it when I was in second place.
You got second place, right?
I'll say this one's for a weirdly limited time. It's only like 4 weeks. This one's
Is that all?
Yeah.
Really? One last question for you guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to spring this, but it just came to mind. Would you want a void experience inside the gate?
No. I mentioned before, just in terms of operations,
No?
it would be the slowest moving line in the world.
Yeah.
That's true.
Unless
We stood there
Unless you had
for
like
20 minutes.
You would have to have like at least half a dozen separate ones to send people through, and even then, that then means the number of cast members required to run it goes up.
Imagine how popular that would be if it was an in-park attraction.
So, now you're trusting on a quick basis for them to sufficiently clean out each headset in the park.
Well, people are
when it's a paid thing, they can take a little more time in between to make sure they're rotating.
Yeah. In downtown Disney, people are coming here to eat and do whatever and avoid only without the commitment to the park.
Yeah, that thing couldn't sustain heavy traffic, and that's when you would get heavy traffic inside the gate.
You would get heavy traffic.
That would be the most on-demand thing.
And it would be a very low, hourly.
Yeah.
It would only work like Savi's workshop to have the scheduled appointment situation.
Oh yeah, for sure. You would have to. But
which I think defeats the point of having it in the park in the first place.
Right. Yeah, that's a custom made ride or attraction for a paid attraction.
I think it's something that works best as an add-on outside the park.
I agree with that. But do I think it would work in the park? Absolutely. Do I want it in the park? Not so much.
Well, work as in
it would be fun. It's not gonna fail. It's gonna be slammed.
No, it wouldn't fail. No, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. It's almost too good in that sense.
Put it in the back lot.
You know what? We're not going to go to Disneyland yet. We're going to stay in DCA for a minute. Maybe we'll have a conversation. We'll go talk in the back lot, and maybe we can brainstorm what would you put in those studio buildings, the stages.
Now I'm changing my answer. I want the void there.
Save it for the camera, Ron. we've arrived at Grizzly River Run. We got some fast passes. We have not done this ride in a minute. How long has it been? Where's fast pass? Hey guys, hi. This we're getting this in just in time before the winter season kicks in too. We have not been on this all summer. What's up with that? Even we did it last summer. No. That's what's next, guys. Right here, Grizzly River Rafting Company. We're gonna get wet, hopefully. Do you like the rapids? Do you like this ride? Yeah? All right. Good.
All the way down before taking a seat. And please fasten your seatbelt and secure your...
I wasn't recording. Now I am. There we go. Yes. The Benjamin and Ian show today.
Should get lots of good reactions.
Yes. Let's practice your "Oh my gosh, we're so wet" reactions. Well done, Benjamin.
Ham.
You have done a little theater in your day, have you? A little bit.
Performance arts.
He does. TV and movies, the little rascal.
I'm gonna put my feet up. I'm gonna get wet.
You know, I don't think I've heard.
We've been on at least one situation.
Really?
Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the raft. And
Which I prefer.
watch your kids. And never forget, don't feed
Dude, you're so gonna get wet.
What you get is so much worse than the worst is after you're still spinning. You finish the last drop and you're still spinning. You're like, okay, you can stop now.
It spins, it launches you into a spin.
This is the TV I like the big droppers.
Here we go. There's our one shot, Ron.
Finally.
We got two shot. What's up?
I love it. Hi. That looks great, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
The entire time because
Is he unimpressed or trying to get wet?
he's trying to get wet.
Oh, okay.
Because way back in the day, he said he wanted to get wet, and then he was hiding. So when he was 5, I said, "You stick your head out if you want to get wet." And now he does this every time for years. We'll get the geyser.
We've arrived at Grizzly Summit. Oh god. Oh! Talk about beach attacker.
Yeah, that was 3.5 years.
There we go. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I didn't get too wet. I think you're safe.
I didn't.
You're good.
I had some face at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drank a wave.
I think
other than
he.
that.
You got a leader?
I got a liter. I did. And I spit out as much as I could.
What's that?
Stay hydrated. Drink
Yeah, stay hydrated. Drink your Grizzly River Run. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!